So it's the end of another busy day. Welcome to my little tropical farm. So I don't remember if I told you that my the well has a pump in it, of course, and here they hang the pumps basically using a string. And my string broke, and my pump fell, but it was still working. So my well was still working, and then the pump that puts the water pressure into the house died, and I was pretty sure it was the switch. So I called a guy that had worked here before and does electrical work, because I knew the switch was electrical work, and he said he could fix it all. And yesterday he pretty much fixed it all. Sorry, it got windy all of a sudden. So he right now is finishing putting the roof back on, because they literally had to peel back the roof of the building the well is in to get the pump up. And they're finishing that. But the other thing I had him do, because he does electrical work, is fix the lighting in the barn. So let me show that to you. It's pretty exciting. So this is the room the ducks were in. I still need to clean it. But each room has a light. Oh, that didn't work. Maybe they turned it off. I'm going to have to ask. But each room has a light. There's the light. We reused an old light. What he was telling me is that there used to be lighting here on the edges, and it was automatic. So it would go on after dark. Oh, I've got more wasps. But I'm not too worried about that at this point. So this first room has a light. The second room has a light. Let's see if any of them work. No, they must have turned them all off. I'll have to check. That's interesting. Third room has a light. The dog's room does not have a light. I think they didn't want to go in the dog's room, but that's fine. This room does not have a light because there is a light here. And there is a light in the other chickens area right there. So I'll have to see why they're not going on now. But I'll ask him about that. They're still here. And then there's a switch right here. And there was a light right there. And what they did was put the light on this side. So it lights up right there. So it lights up the entry to the chicken area. So that's exciting. I could probably get more lights in here if I needed it. To be honest with you, I try not to come down here after dark, but there could be a time when I have to. I now have light. The chickens also have their own light in here. So there has only been one time that I've needed to come in early in the morning before it was light out. I'm watching this chicken thinking about going out, and I want to stop her. Okay, I think everyone's in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm missing one. I don't see her. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, I didn't count the one on the roost. So they're all here, so I'm going to close up their door. I don't know if you guys all of you have seen this before, but Sean built this door for me. And it's their ramp to go down, and then it closes as a door. I've got to replace this now. There's always something. Because it ripped. I tried to staple it. But, so it's not keeping the boas out necessarily, but it's keeping the chickens in, and it's keeping any big animals that might want to come in out. But anyway, that's my light, and this light. Whoa! Oh, every once in a while the rooster gets mad at me. So this is their light in here. It's pretty bright. And I have one more light. So let me show you the last light. So we'll turn this one off. And this, I had a light right here above the door. And they moved it on the other side so that it lights up the entry to the chicken area. So pretty exciting. I can turn on all the lights, and as you can see, with the lights on, it's so much brighter back here. I forgot to bring the dogs food because I was so excited to show you. So they're wondering what's going on. Let me go get their food. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to put the camera away. I've got a food trough to make. We don't know how this is going to work without a creep. I purposely didn't put in a creep because I didn't want to take up more room. I didn't want to take away some of the room in their shelter because it's so small for all of them. But I put some food down, some alfalfa down at night the other day, and the babies did eat some of it. Some of it was left in the morning. Most of it was gone. And I'm not sure if the mamas ate some or if it was just the babies. But it was used, but I put it on little dishes. Like, actually what I used was 5-gallon bucket lids as dishes. And I'd like to give them their own food trough. So we're gonna attempt that today. I have an idea in mind, but I haven't finalized the idea even. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a large PVC pipe that was used for a gutter that fell down and probably needs to be replaced. We're gonna cut it in half. Of course, it already has one cut in it. We'll cut it, we'll clean it up. This is what we're gonna use. So this is how it was attached to the roof. I'm gonna cut that end off that's all blocked. Make it about, I don't know, maybe 3 feet long. Okay, so we're back in the shelter. This is the mama's food. And what I'd like to do is put a big trough right here for the babies. So it's a little trough, and it's going to be on the ground. And I think it should be pretty easy. And that way, if I need to put a creep door up, I can probably put something right here. All the sheep tend to sit back here for the most part, and I hate to take the space away from them if I can help it. But, oh, I got dirty. But we'll see. It's all a work in process. It's all, we try things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I do have to cut this just a little bit shorter. Not a problem. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but no big deal. I don't want to cut it too close to the water line. Okay, now what I'm going to do is cut the edge off here as well as straight as possible, but I don't care if it's not straight. Behind it. It's not that straight, but it's okay. Okay. So it started out pretty wide and ended up pretty narrow. I'm covered in the stuff now. I will get it all off me in a little bit, but I think I'm going to make it a little wider. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go wash this out and clean it up, and then I'm going to try and attach it. I don't think I have any wire left, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might just sit it on the floor tonight and see how that goes, and then we'll figure it out. I am covered in PVC. So I finished it. I had some duct tape, so I put it all along the edge because I felt like I could do that better than I could sand it. I don't have an electric sander or anything like that. I do have sandpaper, but I just thought the duct tape was faster, easier, and more consistent, I guess is the word I'd use. But here it is, just sitting on the floor. We're going to try that tonight. I'm going to put alfalfa in there. Up until today, the babies, some of them can reach up to here if there's some hay in here, but the alfalfa sits at the bottom, and I don't think they can reach it. Plus, their moms love alfalfa, and I don't think they would let them have much. So the babies at night can eat hay, and when I thought it was going to rain all day, and when it does, what I'll do is after the mamas eat the alfalfa, I do put a bunch of hay in here, just because they can't all sit around this all day and eat hay. So I figure in the evening they're sleeping, they'll get up once or twice, maybe eat hay. They tend to seem to have one that's always awake, and it varies who that is. But they are prey animals, so they don't sleep like soundly all night. The babies do, but the mamas don't. So, but when it's been raining during the day a lot and they don't get a lot of grass, which now they are eating grass, I will add hay to the trough after they finish the alfalfa or slowed down on the alfalfa, and then they can either dig through the hay for the last of the alfalfa, which is usually what they do first, or they can eat the hay. Okay, so I put the trough here, and the little ones, some of them are eating from it, but so are the mamas, so that's not ideal. I may have to put a creep in, so I'm going to look into that. I'll probably have to buy some more fencing and put it right here. It'll cut off about, stop biting on me, honey. It'll cut off about 25%. I really want to avoid that if possible. I also did put some hay besides the alfalfa, which if you look at the mamas, they hardly fit in, but they're still managing to eat a bunch. But the babies are eating some too, and I don't think the babies, I think I gave them plenty. I did put some hay in the corners just because I didn't need that much room for alfalfa, and I thought that was a good idea. This little baby. This is Rose. And there's big Ruby. She's so big. Oh, no, that's not Ruby. Oh, yeah, it is. That's Ruby. No, this is Ruby. This is, must be Blue's baby, so Sapphire. I can't see the name on the tag, but must be Sapphire, because she's the only girl with a tag at this point. But they're doing okay. The mamas are eating it. We'll have to see how things go as the babies get bigger. Right now, like I said, they can reach the trough, but they can't really reach the bottom of the trough where the alfalfa is. So, but this one's eating hay just fine. And they're doing good. Katie, what are you doing? Katie just pushed this little one. Well, I'm going to go finish my chores. The puppies are not here, so that's making evening chores a lot easier. Not that they're difficult with the puppies, but it's just a lot of time to let them run around and take them on a walk and whatnot. And they are getting spayed today, probably right as we speak. They were dropped off at the vet this morning. I'm picking them up tomorrow morning. And they were terrified. I felt really bad. They were put in 2 separate cages, which probably made it even worse. But Lulu didn't even want to get out of the car. She was like, no, I'm good here. And finally got her out of the car, and she was so upset about having to go in a crate or a cage. But they're both there. They'll be well taken care of. The vet's really good. And I'll pick them up tomorrow, bring them home. I bought them a new blanket, so they'll have a clean blanket tomorrow. I took their dirty blanket out. I'd like to wash it. I'm probably just going to throw it in the storage room now because my water pressure is having issues, and it takes forever to wash because it takes forever for the washing machine to fill up. So I'm going to finish evening chores, nothing exciting, just making sure everyone has food and water. Making sure there are no leftover eggs. I think I got 10 this morning. I've been getting between 10 and 12 a day. And then I'm gonna go in and relax. I didn't get a lot done today, but I did pick up the puppies. They had their surgery last night, or late yesterday. And I am bringing them their dinner. They had food in their crates when I picked them up, so I did not feed them again. They're probably pretty hungry. They're feeling pretty crappy. And Lulu's been growling at Punky. So I had put a new blanket in there. Okay, get down, boo-boo. I had put a new blanket, a nice clean blanket, and Lulu would not let Punky on it. So no, get down, girls. You don't have to jump around. Don't jump, honey. Don't jump. Don't jump. And Lulu wouldn't let... Oh, good Lulu. Good girl. No, Punky, Punky, Punky. So I put the dirty one back down. I'm kind of glad I didn't wash it, or it would have been wet. They're obviously hungry. Like I said, they had food this morning, but they might have been too nervous to eat it. I didn't ask. I gave them their normal dinner amount. They have water. I am going to walk them after this. I'm not going to let them run around. They seem like they're feeling a lot better, so that's good news. I checked on them about, an hour or two ago, probably about 2 hours ago, and they did not seem like they were feeling well. But their stitches look good. They're not picking at them. They don't have cones of shame. So it's not typical here to use them. So I'm just going to keep an eye on their stitches. I have one large cone in the house that I purchased for Bonnie at some point. And I have one small one that I don't think will fit them. So I'm actually going to, usually while they're eating, I take care of the chickens. But they're pretty much already done. So I'm going to put their leashes on and take them for a walk. Well, thanks for joining us this week. We look forward to you following along on our journey. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you would like to follow along, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified when our next video comes out. We'll see you next week. Bye.